Hello everyone and welcome back to another Planet Coaster video, and welcome to the ultimate build where I'm going to be building the craziest theme park all in one video. If you guys are enjoying these type of long form videos, let's get this one to 800 likes to lock the next one. If you guys could also help out, we're so close to 30,000 subscribers. I definitely appreciate your help. Without further ado, grab your popcorn, grab your snacks, let's get right into the video. Hello everyone and welcome back to another Planet Coaster Ultimate Theme Park build. We are in Tropic Thrills. We have $100,000 to spend here. I can't imagine a better place to build a theme park than a tropical island. So we kind of have our buses over here. We turned our park off just for the meantime. People are running away. I think I kind of like the idea of this little... I'm going to build the entrance of my park kind of based around this. I'm going to build this up a little bit higher, put maybe some mountains, stuff like that, maybe some nice little bodies of water, and then have a nice little grand entrance right in the middle. We definitely have lots of theme park entrances available to us, but the one that kind of caught my eye is this one. Let's take a look at this one. Like I'd like to build a water park, and this looks very water park themed. It just looks so cool. Like you got a couple little stands here, the way these doors open up, like I just absolutely love this one. I think what I could do is maybe place this a little bit closer to our grand entrance here. Maybe just kind of twist it a little bit, maybe tuck it behind the rock, see what that looks like. Obviously I'll have to lower it a little bit, but I'm just gonna kind of imagine these buses coming in. They're gonna come in maybe through here. That looks pretty good. I can maybe delete a couple rocks here, make it look a little bit more natural. I'm just gonna take our path here and let's just kind of raise this up through the forest here. Don't need to be too crazy, but let's just kind of get this angled up. And then we'll just kind of raise up here. And obviously we have a ramp here, so I might want to put a guardrail on this. Just on this part, let's put some railings. We can kind of get going up here and then through into our forest area. I think that would look pretty good. Actually, maybe let's back off a little bit. And then this part could probably get away with not having a guardrail. It's a little bit closer, but that definitely looks good. I think our buses should be able to get down that hill and up. No problem. Like this is our grand entrance and we need lots of water. Like this is obviously water themed. I'm gonna have some roller coasters obviously, but I think the idea of having a nice little pond kind of tucked in here would look super good. So I'm gonna maybe take our terrain tool here and let's maybe just lower down a little bit. Not too much. If you go too deep, it kind of adds a lot more depth. Oh, sorry, in the bus. It adds a lot more depth and kind of blueness to your water. So you don't want to go too deep, or I don't really want to go too deep in this instance. So let's kind of just get a nice little area here for water. Let's maybe back that off a little bit. And I'm actually going to lower our size just so we have a little bit more workability. You know, I actually don't mind this. This looks pretty good. I probably want to maybe take this in a little bit more. Maybe just to like right there. And then I can I could probably put a couple more trees in here actually. So I definitely like the idea of having it looking like this. And I'll probably get it kind of tapering off like that a little bit more. Maybe bring it in a little bit. We don't have guardrails there. But that looks pretty good, honestly. I'll maybe round that off a tiny bit more. And then I'd like to get some nice blue water in here. Some nice tropical, you know, sandy water. I think that would look pretty good. And I'm actually going to add a little bit of sand in here. So let's go to our sand. And let's just add a little bit of sand. Obviously, a little bit of grass would be nice. But I think at the bottom here, it might be nice to have a little bit of sand. Just adds a little bit more character to our water. And it should actually bring out the blue a little bit more as well. I don't want to add too much sand on the sides, but I think it would make sense to have a little bit of sand. Now let's see what our water looks like here. So clear water, rough water, natural water. I think if we could try just some clear water, see what that looks like. Like that's just absolutely gorgeous. You know, I might actually add a little bit more sand on the sides here. Let's get a smaller brush. Let's see if we can make this look a little bit better. And then here, it'd be nice to have a little bit of sand. And then, I could even have like some sort of little platform here with some decorations, but a little bit of sand in here would be nice. Let's keep a little bit of grass in there. Don't want it to be too crazy. And now that I'm thinking about it, I might even want some guardrails along here. I might have to build something or just make it just so we'll just have to hire better drivers, I suppose, as they come in. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I'm actually going to take away our water just for a second. And then I'd like to, this is kind of what I was picturing, like some sort of little scenic thing right in the middle. Like something like this would be super cool. Like how sweet, honestly, I might do that. How would that look right now with our water? That actually looks super cool. Let's throw down our water and see what that looks like. I don't want to go too high. Like that couldn't have worked out any better, honestly. Now the thing is, do I want it facing people as they come in, or kind of as they turn the corner, they look out to the right and they see like these nice, honestly, I kind of like the placement of that. I might turn it a little bit. Let's see if we can just turn this ever so slightly. I think that looks a little bit better. Yeah, I kind of love that, I'm not gonna lie. With the water, that looks so nice. Okay, let's add a little bit of trees in here. Let's go to our, probably Mediterranean tropical. Let's go do some large plants, and then just intensity. Let's just lower our size here. Maybe up our intensity a tiny bit. Make sure we're on align to surface and avoid paths. Probably throw that on, why not? And then I just want to add a couple more trees in here. Like honestly, that looks pretty good. I want to keep this kind of open. Actually, you know what I might want to do instead? Let's go here and let's get some sort of decoration in here. I think that would look pretty good. And then you know what? This might actually be a good little spot for a bathroom, a little public bathroom. You know what? I actually don't mind the little bathroom here. I could probably get a couple of them. If I have, like, I could probably tuck this just like in here, maybe. I feel like that would look really good. Oh, that's actually so cool. And then I could add just a nice little path here. Let's lower our size. I don't know what size that would be, like 4? Like literally just like that. That's all I really want. And then maybe let's just move. How does that look? That actually looks quite nice. And then I could add some trees here. Like I said, I'd like to maybe get another bathroom in here. I'm actually going to stick to my original plan. I like these toilets so much. So I'm going to leave this where it is. And then I'm just going to maybe take a little path around the back here. And then maybe just throw this like kind of on an angle here. See what it looks like from above. Like I think that looks really good just like that. And then I'll take a path and kind of just go around here and then just kind of connect to there. I think that looks pretty good. And I got our nice little tree area here. I like that. That gives us bathrooms for boys and girls. So that'll be amazing. We got a nice little entrance here. We're gonna have to figure out something to do with this side. Maybe, I don't know, we'll have to figure something out. But I think, yeah, the ground entrance of our park, obviously gonna be right here. And then the, well, second grand entrance of our park, I'd like to have another little kind of body of water here, especially with how this is looking. So I'm going to take our terrain. I just want to build this up a little bit more, have kind of like a cool little mountain area with some rocks. Or, you know, I can't even like the way it looks right now. Maybe just a couple more trees. I can maybe build this up a little bit. I'd like to have some sort of little mountain, maybe, or hill at least. Just for kind of like a little grand entrance. And then back here, maybe a nice tall little mountain. I promise it'll look a little bit better than it looks now. This is a work in progress, obviously. Yeah, just something to kind of hide the rest of the park, just so you don't fully see everything. And these trees, I might actually get rid of these. I don't know if I love those. Then I could probably add a couple of rocks in here. Actually, let's maybe bring this up a little bit higher. Let's kind of do something like that. Make this look as cool as we can. Okay, I kind of like that. I don't mind that. Let's maybe add some chiselness to this a little bit. Maybe on just the edges, just so it looks a little bit more of a rocky formation. And then, yeah, I actually kind of like that. I don't really need to do much more to that than is what is already done. And let's add a couple of rocks. We've got our tropical rocks. Let's maybe do some small ones. Let's just adjust our size here, and let's add a couple more rocks in here, maybe some more big ones kind of along here. I definitely don't mind that. It's not horrible. Get rid of a couple of them. And I could probably even make this a little bit wider. What do you guys think? Let's make this a little bit wider, kind of going this way, and then maybe this as well. Yeah, we kind of have our main entrance here, and it'll slowly come into this area, and then it'll kind of branch off on either side of this and then go to the rest of our park. I think I like that. So let's get, I want to get some water in here as well. We are in the tropical climate after all. So I'm going to get some nice little water going on in here. Let's go as tight to these rocks as I can. I think that looks pretty good. We got some floaters here. Hashtag floaters in the comments. Let's get rid of a couple of those. And then, yeah, I could probably do some sort of little main thing here. Let's grab our terrain. Go out to the middle here. I'd like to have something on a little surface there, and then maybe let's lower it a little bit, and then we can take our terrain. Let's adjust our size a little bit here, just we can kind of cut this off. probably get this going out here a little bit. I definitely don't mind that. Let's adjust this a little bit more. And maybe... Now I kind of want to just build this up a tiny bit. Kind of something like that, maybe. And then, yeah, I could probably just... I don't know if I love that. Let's rough this up a little bit. Obviously, this wouldn't be super natural and flat. It's not like they have to mow this. Yeah, like that. And then, yeah, I want to get something on here. Maybe another little centerpiece here. Let's take a look at what we have available to us. We could get like a Hobbit hole for Lord of the Rings. That'd be kind of cool. You know what? I don't love these rocks. I might delete some of these. Let's delete some of those. And then I kind of saw this. This looks pretty cool. It's kind of Viking themed, but if it goes into the, like that looks sweet. I really like that. Let's lower it just a touch. How does that look? That actually looks really sweet. I like that a lot. I'm gonna build, maybe lower it a little bit more. Maybe something like that. Yeah, there we go. That's a lot better. That's a nice little centerpiece. And then again, I'd like to have another thing, maybe right in the middle. I definitely like these kind of planet coaster. Like I could get something like that. That's actually pretty cool. It like comes out and greets the guests. Or just like something right in the middle. That's pretty cool. It kind of spins. Or this is kind of cool as well. With some sprinkling water. Okay, that's kind of what I'm looking for. Let's maybe get that right in the middle there. I definitely love that. We kind of got the guardrails along there. Yeah, that looks really cool. I'm just going to kind of take our path here. See, this is what I don't get. How the heck did they get the guardrail just on the one side? If you guys could let me know in the comments below, that would help out a lot. Because there's lots of times, like, this is a perfect opportunity. Like, I'd like to get the guardrails just on this edge, but this side I might not want it. Let me know in the comments below if you know a solution to that, but I can take this little, I actually like the little theme we got going on here. So I could probably take this as big as possible, and let's maybe just take our rails off. Oh, maybe not that big. Let's maybe go 10. And then this is where I could kind of branch out. Let's maybe get our drawing tool. I could probably have this go out like this, and maybe out like that a little bit, and then back to our main path. Kind of something like that, and then I could kind of branch off. It looks a little bit goofy, but I think it should work out. I should be able to have a path that kind of branches out going that way, and then a path that comes off of here. I could have a little bit of decoration, maybe a building or something in here. I think I like this. This looks pretty good. I definitely want a nice big kind of starter entrance for maybe like a little food court area. Obviously, people when they enter your park, they'll be quite hungry, so they'll definitely want some food. Definitely don't make them starve. Let's finish off our entrance here a little bit more. So let's adjust our size here. Let's avoid paths. I'm just gonna get this kind of a little bit more shaded and kind of tucked in here if I can. Obviously we'll want some trees in here. Nice big tree, that looks pretty good. Maybe a little bit more in here. I could probably even do something like that. Looks pretty good. And then maybe keep this, maybe a nice little water section. Why not? Everybody loves water. Water just adds so much to a park. You just can't, you can't underrate it, you know? It's so pretty all the time. So let's get some nice natural water. Like that looks pretty good. Just something simple. Let's maybe adjust this a little bit more. Let's flatten this out just a touch. And then we can add some water. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Just kind of adds to it, and then I'll build a little bit more. I'll plant some more trees along here. Just so it's kind of nice and enclosed. How does that look? You kind of enter in through here, you got a nice little water, and then I'm going to kind of enclose this in a little bit more with some smaller plants. Let's adjust our size. Let's maybe do like 5. This kind of encloses it a little bit. This is basically just like the end of the park. Like, as if this is the most, like this is the actual natural jungle in here, is kind of what I'm thinking. It is doing a lot of the same ones. Kind of something like that. Oh, we're not on align to surface. Might have to adjust that a little bit. Let's align to surface. Let's avoid our paths. And yeah, hopefully it gives us a nice little variety here. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. Let's get rid of this tree. I think that looks pretty clean. I'm just gonna keep this side a little bit more simple. So let's adjust our size and let's just build a nice little hill just to kind of close this off. Maybe a nice big mountain right here. I think that would look pretty good. Yeah, like a nice big hill. I kind of like that actually. Maybe even have it overhang a tiny bit. We definitely want those nice big stony sides. And then maybe going into here, I could probably add a little bit more trees. Let's maybe chill out on this a little bit. Let's adjust our size. Make it a little bit smaller. And then just a little bit taller as well. Obviously, as you come in here, let's adjust this part. I want it to have kind of a wow factor. You know, just because we're JustNvision, we want to have a little hobbit hole in here. Just as people kind of come around the corner. So let's get some kind of hobbit hole. This would not be a JustNvision video without a nice little hobbit hole. So let's get one of these. Let's adjust our height. Definitely want to make sure those stones are on the ground. Just like that, I'd say. And then let's move this back a little bit. How does that look? That looks pretty good. As people come in, I absolutely love that. Let's twist this maybe a little bit. Give it a tiny little twist. I could probably even put it on a little bit of an angle. I actually like that. Boom. There's our hobbit hole. Let's build our mountain back around it. This would not be a JustNvision video without our hobbit holes. So let's fill this in a little bit. Let's get our size a little bit smaller. Lower our intensity a little bit. And then we gotta kind of just fill this in. Let's make it look like it's been there for thousands of years. And let's flatten this out a tiny bit. Just so we can kind of see all of the details of our dear hobbit hole. Yeah, I like that. Maybe bump this up a tiny bit. Okay, there we go. I'm happy with that. We have our hobbit hole. Now, I could probably, you know what? I'm actually build this up a little bit more up here. Let's lower our intensity a little bit more. I'll keep this nice and green because the Shire, obviously, you know, it's very green and lush looking. So let's kind of keep it like that. I'm going to finish off the rest of my mountain here. Let's go up our size a little bit. And let's actually adjust our intensity. I'm going to try and get a little bit more trees in here if I can. I definitely love the trees in this game. Let's close this in a little bit. And then get some smaller ones. Put this surface on, and maybe a couple of rocks in here as well. I'd like to have a nice big one in here if I can. I don't mind that at all. I actually didn't like this one. Okay, that is looking pretty good. We got our little entrance here. I'm gonna chisel this a little bit more, just so it looks a little bit more natural. Maybe add a little bit of height up here as well. Let's go to our rock, maybe a rough rock. Yeah, I like that a little bit better. Let's paint that in. Let's adjust our size a little bit. Again, make it look like this has been here for thousands of years. Leave a little bit of grass in there. Just adding a little bit of character to our mountain here. I like to imagine there's some happy little, you know, rough rock looking. I want to add a lot of browns in there. You know, leave a little bit of green. I try not to be too much like Bob Ross, but you know, it's not a bad thing. If anybody calls you like your Bob Ross, that's a compliment. If I've ever heard one. That looks a little bit better. I could probably add a little bit of trees on top here. Just add a little bit more character. Let's make sure they're aligned to surface. Get a couple more trees, maybe some in here. And a couple more in here actually wouldn't be bad. I could probably even fill this in a tiny bit. Okay, definitely don't mind that. Where else do I want to put a couple of trees? Maybe a couple in there, a couple down there. That looks a little bit more natural. And maybe I'll even get a couple more up here. Let's fill this in a little bit more. I like that. Now we have our main entrance here. We got our buses. This looks like it'll be a little bit tough for them to turn around in here, but they'll have to figure it out. A little bit of 42-point turns. This looks a little bit weird. I don't know if I could fix this, but this is the way it was kind of built. I might have to take this. Let's see if we can kind of fix this. How does that look? Not horrible. It definitely looks a little bit better. I could probably fix this a little bit. I actually like that. Sure, let's go with that. This curve is a little bit weird looking, but I actually wouldn't mind maybe adjusting this back a little bit more. There, looks a little bit better. Okay, we need to add a little bit of, oh, it looks like we're paused right now. Let's add a little bit of water in here. Add a little bit of personality here. So let's go terrain. I love this, just this clear water. Like, it's just so nice. Let's make sure we get a nice little water level in here. Maybe go with that to start. And then we need to kind of decorate this little area as well. So I think before we do that, let's add some of our tropical plants. I'll add a couple more trees over here, just to add a little bit more shade, and I could probably get some over here potentially. I'm actually going to delete these trees. I could probably do something better with these. And I might actually flatten this a little bit. Let's use your flattening tool and let's kind of lower the size a little bit. Let's go a little bit lower. I'm going to raise up a tiny bit here just to get to a nice spot. And now we can kind of flatten this a little bit. There, now we can begin to shape this a little bit better. That's looking a little bit better. Let's take our flattening tool and just make this a little bit better. Nice little round area. That should be pretty good. I do kind of want to pretend this is kind of floating in the water, but that should be fine. Now, it is going to be beneficial for us to get some coasters and rides open as soon as we can. So let's maybe designate a spot for our... I feel like over here would be a great spot for our water park. Like, we could have little change rooms over here. In fact, let's do that right now. Let's go to facilities. I think it's probably services, change rooms. We could have some nice beach bar. Where could we have some change rooms? Like, that's kind of cool. I like that a lot. That allows us 2 kind of change rooms. And then I guess we could probably have our change rooms kind of off to the side here, maybe a little bit. Kind of tucked under the trees like this maybe. And then we could have some nice paths. Let's maybe keep the same one and let's go to a 4. Let's go a nice simple one. Just kind of go into there, and then here we'll just turn the corner. Go to there, nice and easy. I think that should be just fine. Actually, in fact, I'm going to change this a little bit. See if we can make this a little bit nicer. There, that's probably fine. Now, what I'd like to do, we got our change rooms a little bit off to the side, and now we probably would use some guest services. So we're going to need somewhere for them to buy their tickets, buy their little park passes. Let's get maybe it's a little beach bar, hey? This could be a good spot for our park passes, maybe. And then I could put just the appropriate table on there. Actually, we probably want a place where there would be a good lineup. So let's maybe tuck this right in here. And then we could have a little lineup kind of going out to that. The only thing I'm seeing is I can't really attach. I might have to pick something else. Let's go with like probably just a regular guest services building would be fine. Yeah, like I said, I kind of want to have this maybe tucked into here a little bit. Still readily available for them. And then I'll just kind of get it going there. And then we'll have to open that. We're going to need some electricity coming to here, obviously. So we got guest services, a little change area. And then we kind of need, you know, what I might do, I'm just going to create a big open area in here. Like, what would it look like if I took this? Let's just grab our line drawing tool. And I'm just going to draw a huge open area in here. I could probably follow that just so it kind of, just a big circular, kind of keep our shape nice. What really bugs me about this tool is I can't just like back it off one. It erases the entire thing. If you're listening, Planet Coaster, great game, but that's my only gripe. Let's get this going out again and kind of complete it there. I like that. This is a little bit wonky, but that should be fine. And then I could probably put a nice, maybe a nicer little path in here. What do we have? We could pick something for our actual, like we don't want everybody to be walking on just this. For our water park, I kind of want more of a designated area. Actually, I might even get this going out here a little bit more. Let's round this off a little bit more. Something like that should be fine. Just a little bit more, and then I can kind of fix this a little bit. Never mind, guess you can't. That's probably fine though. Let's go with a nice, like I like this blue path, and I think it would look really good. Like if I kind of put this, oh, I guess it's set to white right now. Let's set it back to blue. Maybe like a royal blue. Is there like a medium blue? Royal blue sounds pretty good. Let's try that out. That's kind of the color of the pools. Let's maybe go something a little bit lighter. Just a nice classic blue. Yeah, I like that. And that kind of matches our little blue stones. Let's kind of match this as best we can. So obviously you'll start out here. And let's kind of plot out the outskirts of our pool area. I kind of like that. That's not horrible. Obviously, if there's a way to get it exactly the outline of this, that'd be even a little bit better, but that should be fine. Actually, what I could do is I could edit this part. Could I edit this part? I don't think I can because it's kind of inside this. That's probably fine. I think what I might do is just like a big pool in this area, and then it could even come out to here even. I don't know, or like some other kind of water slides over here. So this is what I might do. I'm going to have the main pool area kind of enter in this spot. So we get our change rooms there. We'll probably want some drying places to dry ourselves. So we got these nice little body dryers here. Let's get one maybe here, kind of as people exit there. We could probably have one tucked in over here. Maybe next to this tree. Hopefully it doesn't start a fire. Let's get our regular one there. Okay, that should be fine. Body dryer there. Let's kind of have them all over the place here. So yeah, we will want a nice big pool, maybe a couple pools in here. And then we'll be able to actually, you know, we have this indoor pool. Do I put this? Like this is huge. First of all, I don't think I can afford this. Yeah, it costs $82,000, so I can't even actually afford it. We also have this one. I'm very curious to see what we're gonna have to check into that once we get a little bit more money. We could get a loan as well. We also have this. It's kind of like a little tropical pool paradise, intersecting terrain. So this is quite cool, actually. I could have this kind of in the middle, or maybe even a little off to the side. Maybe kind of over here would be cool. I don't know. Let's take a look at that actually. Let's get this. And if I put this kind of over here, I feel like that would be a good spot right there maybe. Intersecting terrain, so I might have to raise it a tiny bit. I might have to actually go into this mountain a little bit. I think that might be a problem. So let's just flatten this area out into here as best we can. Let's create as much room as we can. We definitely have a lot of extra space here to work with. And then we'll have to get rid of a little bit of stuff here. Let's get rid of all of this. That tree we could probably get rid of. And now we should be able to put that down. Yeah, let's see if we can put this I probably want to tuck it kind of close to like maybe there. Does that work good? It's nice and flat. It's definitely not horrible. I can maybe fix this, but no, I actually like the way this works out. This is perfect. It's right next to our body dryer. And I could probably fix this so it's a little less. Actually, I have an idea for this. This is a good spot for that. I'm happy with its location. I am gonna take this though and get our draw tool. I think I could probably make a nice big area, pretty much where the green area is here. And then this could be a nice little water slide area as well. So let's grab this. And let's get going out way over here. And let's get going as wide as we can. And then see if we can come back to here. Could probably even follow this for the most part. That kind of work out? Okay, now I can maybe put my stamp builder in here. Okay, that kind of fixes that. It's not awful. Like, I could probably fix this. I wish the stamp builder tools were a little bit easier to work with, or maybe I just have no idea how they even work. Okay, that kind of merges those. That's pretty good. I'm happy with that. See, I can get a nice big pool in here now. Maybe put some trees in here. In fact, I might do that right now. Let's go to our tropical plants here. I could probably get a couple plants in there. And then maybe have something else in here, like maybe a big rock would be kind of cool. Could I maybe get something in there? So avoid paths. Let's turn that off. Align to surface. Now let's make this really small. Like I could probably... Like that's actually not bad. Lower the size on that. Lower the size on this one. And then it's kind of on either side. And then I can add a couple more trees on this side. I think that would look pretty good. But I also don't want to block this off is the other thing. That might be a little bit too heavy. Maybe something like that, or maybe one tree over here. It actually would be nice to have the little bit of shade here. No, this is actually fine. I don't mind that at all. And then I could maybe, that's probably fine. Let's get a couple more there. And then we could probably fill this in with some smaller plants. Let's lower our size. Actually, I'm fine with that. That is kind of that. So this is kind of open. I like this for sure. And then this, I probably, oh gosh, we got a floater, hashtag floater in the comments. I'm gonna put a little generator over here. So we got our facilities. Let's go to our generator stuff. Let's do probably this one should be fine. Eventually we'll be able to buy this, but this is just way too much money. Like $40,000, that's crazy. Let's get this, just a simple little generator. Like where is, I could probably put it behind here, honestly. Maybe even tucked in over here. Just so it's kind of out of the way. I don't want people to be able to see it. Yeah, let's kind of put it... Actually, having two generators would be best as well. Like I could connect it right to there. And then a distributor just like that. And then boom, we are connected. We have power. And now we are probably maxed with this is the only thing. Yeah, it's got 0 power available. So we'll have to get a couple of these up. Assuming. So let's just create a little area for all of our power to go. That kind of takes care of all that now. And now we'll need a generator over here as well. Or just get a distributor. How much power do we? So we got 99 power available there. So we actually have a little bit to work with. I could probably get another distributor and then power this. I could probably put it right back in there. I like that. Let's just grab our custom and let's connect back to here. So now we have power to there. That is excellent. We will also need power to here. Let's get another generator somewhere. I would imagine having a generator, maybe like this will probably be my staff area. I actually like the idea of having a staff area over here. I should probably build it sooner than later, but I also need some rides. Let's maybe get another generator You know what? I could even have another one over here. But we'll need a path over here first. So let's get our staff path and just like a regular old line or path. Is that all that we really have? I think it might be. So we'll have to get our staff path. Could probably come off of here and then kind of just come back here. Let's go as tight to the onion as we can. And we can kind of connect back to there like that. Must be fine. Let's do this a little bit better, maybe. Yes, that's fine for what we need it to be. So we got paths there, so if we need maintenance done, we can do it. And then I could probably even put another little one back here. Here's what I might do. I'm gonna get a path going around here, up here, and then maybe back here as well, connecting to there. And then I could probably, this is cool actually. This is really good. And then I could probably get a generator here as well. Can I just put it right? Okay, it looks like I can. Now I'm gonna put this distributor way over here. Hopefully it's not too far. Let's maybe just connect it right to our main building, or maybe even back there should be fine. Connect it to there. Okay, now we got power for that. That's lovely. And now, yeah, I might as well just have all my generators in one spot. So let's even get another one. Let's get one there, and then that just gives us lots of power. It's not the prettiest thing in the world, but it definitely works for what we need it for. In fact, it would be nice to kind of turn them all facing the same way, wouldn't it? We'll actually do that. Let's see if I can do that. I can always, or let's maybe go. Does that kind of work? Hopefully they're able to actually get in here. I guess we'll find out, but that should be fine. Let's get another one. We'll actually need a distributor in here. Okay, this one there, I could probably do another. Actually, you know what? You can just put one. So now we just need power here to there. Okay, there we go. Now we got power there. And now we'll need power from, if we get another generator and put this right beside there, I think that should be great. Now we can go back to custom, and let's go back to our power, take power from there, put it to there, and now we have power back over there, except we don't have power to that for some reason. How come? Are these maxed out? I think they might be. I might have to take power from, it looks like this one's maxed out. These are not maxed out. They still have lots of power, so let's maybe even take a little extra power. It's kind of like a backup generator kind of thing. Let's get power there, and this is our entrance. We'll probably need extra power over there, potentially. Let's get a little extra power going over there. That definitely costs a lot of money, but we have lots of power powering this place now. And let's kind of fix this mountain. This looks a little bit funky, so let's push this back a little bit. I actually wouldn't mind that. That's pretty cool. It's kind of enclosed like this. Then I could even get some trees up here. A little bit of trees, and then over here I could probably get a couple of trees. Just to kind of close this off a little bit more. Then yeah, we got our little maintenance area there. If I were to, you know what, actually what might be a good idea. No, I don't really want staff buildings to be seen from here. If I put trees here, it would kind of hide it, but having some staff buildings in here wouldn't be a bad idea. Especially that I do have entrances through here for it. That actually wouldn't be a terrible idea. We'll think on that. But for now, we need a ride. I think, yeah, I wouldn't mind. I gotta fix this, I think. Is that kind of flat? Like that. I don't know. That does flatten a little bit. Now we can put some rides in here. So let's go with our balloons. Or pools probably to start. Let's get a nice big one. I feel like this is a decent size for over here. I could probably even make it a little bit bigger. Oh, come on. Tell me I can make this bigger. Maybe there's a bigger one. Nice starter pool. Large pool. Okay, that's actually a decent size. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. So let's put this right in the middle. Smack dab right in the middle. And now hopefully I can get... This could just be kind of the swimming area. This could probably be where all the water slides are. Maybe the majority of them over here. Yeah, I can maybe do that. Let's do that instead. So let's go instead of this one. Medium pool. I want, yeah, a large one. So this is the exact same thing. Just kind of has stuff around it already. So I like that. We got some diving boards, got lots of cool stuff. We got a pool in here as well. This is where most of it's going to be happening. And then obviously we'll have to get, there's tons of stores in here. Oh man, this is cool. Yeah, I like that. Got a little pool area in there. I'd like to make this a little bit more tropical if I can. I might actually focus on that for a second. Let's lower our size. Maybe a little bit higher. I do kind of want this to be kind of closed in looking. Especially kind of like that maybe. I don't hate that. That's probably fine. Okay, that's kind of closed in. This is cool. I need a nice big pool in here now. For this one, I probably wanted this similar color to this one, so I'm going to go with this color. I think that's the same color. Yep, I think it is. So now we can begin to create our pool. So let's go this way. We can kind of start going this way a little bit. Let's follow this as best we can. Don't want to get too crazy with it, but let's see if we can follow this a little bit. Connect back there. Boom, we have our pool. What I might do just to start off, we got to pay all of this debt that we have here. So let's get the cracking. I think I'm going to abandon this one. I can't get it to work. I don't know what the heck's going on with it. I can't get the pathing to get back to our main platform here. But I do like the look of this thing. This thing's so sweet. Like, it starts out... I think our main path starts here. Yeah, so I'd have to lower it. So it looks like it starts out here. You can go up or you can go... Okay, that's the exit, comes out this way, and then you can exit there. So that's actually really cool. I am going to get this. This thing is sweet. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, I'm going to get this. The only thing is it's kind of facing a weird spot. But it would be kind of cool as this is like a... Okay, I love that. I really love that. The only thing is I might have to put it over here, just if I want to continue into this part of the park. I guess this is just going to be my water park though. No, let's maybe put it over here. I think it would be the best if it was kind of like in this area. So let's maybe get it going like right here. And let's lower this back to ground level here. Now, the problem with this is it does not, like that tells me is it's too steep for whatever reason. I've been trying for a while. Let's try automatic terrain style, maybe. Fixed length. I don't think anything else is. Merge, maybe. I could probably add rails. I don't know what it's trying to get me to do. But I think either way, I can come off of here. So I think that's probably fine. I could probably make this a little bit bigger if that's the case. Let's do like a 10. Does that look weird? You probably want a nice big entrance. This is a little bit wonky in here. I don't know if I can fix that. Can I fix that? Let's do a stamp builder. There we go. Nice and smooth. A little bit here as well, maybe. Okay, that's not bad. Okay, that's our little entrance. This looks a little bit weird. I have no idea how to fix it, I'll be honest, but I'm gonna add some trees in here. think I should be able to get something in here. So let's do align to surface and avoid paths. Let's turn that off. I should be able to get something in here. Actually, I kind of like the idea that they're able to maybe put like one tree. Can I get like, there's something in here? Yeah, just like that. That's probably perfect. And over here, I could probably get something. A couple big trees maybe. Something like that. Yeah, I don't mind that. I think this shouldn't be getting whacked. That's perfect right there. Don't need any more than that. I'll probably put a little bit of trees just on this side, just for aesthetic. That is currently in the water slide. Nice big trees, and then I could probably even bring my mountain in a little bit. A little bit more over here. How does that look? I actually really like that. Nice big platform here. This is cool. This is going to be the centerpiece of our park. So you know what I might do? I want to start getting some money here. Obviously, we'll need to get some money. Yeah, let's get that going. So let's open our park. I think how do we where's our ticket booths? Edit building. Is there like a there's gotta be these ticket booths. I can open those. I can open that. I can open this as well. Oh gosh, if I can. Let's open that and then put that back maybe. Okay, park is open. So that should work now. The other thing is I have this open. Oh my gosh, I don't want these people coming. I'm gonna have to get rid of all of this. Sorry, people. You're gonna have to come over to this entrance if you'd like to enter the park. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Our park is officially open for business. And we got these cool doors. Like, this is so cool. So here they come. They walk in through here. They can go get changed. We'll need a little bit of a food court. So we got bathrooms. And a lot of these. So let's get some staff. Let's open these. That's good. That doesn't need anything. That doesn't need anything. We'll have to open all of these. I don't know what that is. It's something. We can open this though. Okay, we got splash so we can buy some drinks there, it looks like. We got some more bathrooms, some change rooms. We got our ticket booths open. Drink, hot dog, burgers over there. We might have to get something for some vegan choices. But other than that, we got a nice little dryer there as well. So we got some things open. Let's get some more staff. We'll probably need some more staff. We'll need a cleaning crew, and we'll need some garbages, obviously. Let's start out with just maybe one of those. We'll need a mechanic. Oh, we need some filtration for this pool as well. Oh gosh, okay, we actually have a problem on our hands. We need some lifeguards, but before we do, let's go to pools, pool extras. And we need some lifeguard things. So we'll probably get lifeguard tall. We'll probably want a nice tall one. This one, it looks like they can see a lot of area. And we'll get one over here. And one over here facing this way. Let's maybe cover this area. And then maybe one more over here. I think that should be enough coverage. And then, yeah, we'll need filtration. We have our lifeguards, so that's good. We'll need a couple more lifeguards, maybe to switch off with them. We definitely have lots of stuff to get done. Let's test this bad boy. This thing's insane. Oh gosh. Is this like 4 different rides? Or is this one? I don't even understand how this thing works. It goes up here. This is insane. Whoever built this, props to you, my friend. So we got this one. We can test that. We can test that. This one we can also test. Test that one. Test that one. I think that might be it. Are we testing them all? Let's see. So that one, that one, that one, that one. Is anybody coming down here? Okay, they are all testing. I think they probably all passed, I'm assuming. So now we can open up all of these. This is so cool. Oh my gosh, this is the coolest thing ever. So now we are able to get some money. Let's charge, just, let's maybe do bargain pricing. $48. I don't know if anybody's gonna pay that, but I guess we'll find out. It's got ride prestige of 1,000 already. So I guess that's how they're able to charge so much. Holy, that's crazy. So we need some filtration for this. So I'll start out with that. I could probably put the filtration over here as well, maybe? I don't know. Or there's this little tunnel here. I could probably get something here. Let's do that. Let's get facilities. Let's go to our filtration systems here. To our water one. Yeah, we'll need a water filter. Distributor. Okay, so we want the pump first, I'm assuming. So let's get our pump. Then we can connect to that. Now we'll need to connect this up to here somehow. Does this thing need filtration? I don't even know if it does. Oh, I see what it means. Okay. So we actually need, let's get rid of this. We need a new filter, and we can put this over here. So that'll tackle that one, and it'll tackle this one as well. This we could probably just put, where'd be a good spot for this? We also need to get this one as well. Both of these, we'll probably get 2 of those. Let's get one. Status on. And let's get some filtration here. So those, I think, might even have their own. Yeah, they got their own pumps and everything, so that should be fine. I think we really just need one here, which we could probably put, like, in here maybe. I don't know. Or over here. Let's just kind of tuck it in into there. I don't know. I don't want to get too crazy with it. Let's just go, like, we could kind of hide it over here. That should be fine. Status pool is open. Okay, so we got prestige filtration, 100%. I think we should be good now. We'll need power to this. Okay, so we need power there as well. What generator has lots of power to distribute? Probably this one. So let's get a distributor over here. We'll need, let's probably just put it right next to this, honestly. And then we'll have power. Let's get going back to one of these things. Okay, I think we should be able to, let's try this again. Distributor there. Connect it all the way back to there. There, now we got power. Now we should have filtration. So let's check this out. We have this. Let's edit this building. Okay, it looks like we do. Okay, so that takes care of both of these. That gets this pool, and then we'll actually need one over here as well. So I'll probably get another one. Is this a good area for this? I'll probably have to delete a couple of trees here. Get a little water pump there. Let's get another, like, what of water available, 120. Water used. How much does this use? Does it tell you? 22% per hour. Okay. So that says that I could probably just use this pump, maybe? Let's get a new filter. Let's put one over here. I could probably put it... Oh, wait, you know what? I think I have water pumps in here. Do I? Yeah, I have a water pump right here. Water filter, okay. So I just need to connect stuff to it? Is that what you're telling me? Let's connect this to here and see if that works. Okay, we have filtration. Now these I can connect to that with filtration there. Perfect. Now we are rolling. We have filtration. We got some lifeguards here, I would imagine. We'll have to get a couple, we'll get diving boards there. I don't think we really need one, do we? Yeah, we need a lifeguard here. I don't think we have one, so let's get one. Let's go to our pools. Let's go to our pool extras. Lifeguards. I think I'll probably just get one of these. I'll get one going that way and one going this way. That should probably be good. Got that taken care of. Do we have lifeguards over here? We should. Yeah, we got one lifeguard there. I think that should be good enough. So we should be making some money now. Let's speed this up. This is a lot of free stuff. This is where hopefully we'll be making our money. Are people riding it? Bargain pricing on all of this. Oh, there's no staff assigned up here either. Let's do bargain pricing on all of this. Hopefully it just works. I don't know. Hopefully people pay that. I don't think they probably will. I don't know. We'll find out. But we need some staff up here. It is currently unmanned. So let's get some more staff. Let's get some ride attendants. Could I just plop him up here? I have to plop him down there, maybe. Get a couple of those. And then we need to keep our staff happy as well. So hopefully they can open this. I don't know. We'll see here. There is lots of different water slides. This is the entrance, and then they kind of just pay for it all, I'm assuming. Unless I need a guy for all of this. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I was able to fix this ride finally. I had some issues. There's a little bit technical. They likely weren't able to get past this, so I did fix that. But now we have people coming down, spending lots of money, which is great. Now I want to see, it's on custom. What if I set this to bargain pricing now? See, 25 bucks. Like, this could make a lot of money for us if this is able to work. So let's try it out. Let's set it to bargain pricing. Obviously, some of these might be a little bit better than others. And I don't know how they're carrying that money in their pockets, or lack thereof. But they're still going up, so we will see. Oh my gosh, they're paying it? That's insane. Okay, this might be a little cash grab for us, which is excellent. Excellent news for us. Let's kind of create this a little bit better now. I kind of had it good before, but gotta redo it just a touch. Just a smidgen. And let's maybe do this a little bit higher. That should be good. And now I can actually get a couple of trees in here. I could probably even get... You know what I like to do? Let's get another little... Let's sink this in a little bit. Let's get a nice little body of water in here. I feel like that'd be kind of cool. Just like that. And now I can just plop some water in here. I think that looks pretty good. Actually, that looks amazing. And it'd be cool to even get some water going through here. I think that's what I might do, actually. That's super cool. Let's do that. What I might do... These, I had to raise it up a little bit, so these are actually floating a little bit. Let's raise this a tiny bit, and then see if we can kind of match this to the other side. This is like all on a big platform now, but if we could at least get it going along all the sides, I think that'll make a little bit more sense. Okay, something like that. And now we can sink this in a little bit. Let's get this something like this, and then I can get some water going through here. I think that would be pretty cool. Now, these games are crazy. They gotta create like a whole language for these people. Because for some reason... Well, I guess nothing to say that English is the only reason they would language they would speak. Let's get this going kind of over here. They wouldn't really see this area, so this is gonna kind of be the hidden area that I don't have to make too pretty, but this is just kind of where the water would go. And then I could probably even, like, this looks pretty good. Let's taper it this way a little bit. Put that back a tiny bit more. And then it'd be kind of cool if this was like all on an island, wouldn't it? I feel like I gotta do that. Let's make this a little bit wider. Let's make this entire thing just like a moat around this. We have supports there, so we don't have to worry about that. Actually, let's maybe fix that a little bit. Oh, I guess it has to go somewhere anyway, so let's do that. Yeah, just like a nice big moat around this thing would be super cool. And let's kind of go up to there. Something like that. Yeah, that looks good. Now I can put some water in here. Actually, what I might do, let's raise it up just a tiny bit, just on the edges. Just so it looks a little bit more natural. Like here. A little bit there. Obviously, that's a floating tree. Need to raise this up a tiny bit. This is kind of cool. Like, there's so many details in these rides. It's insane what you guys are capable of. I'm very, very impressed. Whoever built this, you know who you are. I know I had one guy who built a very cool ride that I used in one of my builds. He messaged me in the comments and told me that he was one of the guys that built it, or he was the guy that built it. Very, very impressed, to say the least. This is decent, and obviously I could change this, but for now, let's put our water down. I don't want to go too high here. Let's maybe go like right there. Yeah, that should be fine. See, now we got water on each side. This is cool. Now I can probably put a little railing here. Like, this is what I want to know, how they put the railing just on this side. I don't know. I'd love to know. I can't imagine anything else I'd rather know in life. Okay, we're finally making some money, so we're getting lots of profits from this. We are going up, and now we need a little bit more rides in here. If I could put some more flumes, I think we could probably afford some more flumes. Let's get like this one is pretty sweet. This is a ride you want to ride. And I could probably put, like, what would that look like if it was right here? I feel like it's at a pretty good height. Is there a better spot I could put this? Like, maybe coming in through here? I can make that work. Like, does that work? I think so. The only thing is they can't really get through here now. So let's put this maybe somewhere where it's not going to really get in the way. Like this, it wouldn't really get in the way. Like the entrance is there. And then it kind of just comes through here. Like, I think they can still... I guess that is kind of in the way still. Shoot, there is no good way of doing that, hey? Unless I make an alternate little route around here. Which I might have to do, honestly. So I might do that. Let's actually take this and let's go... just a nice little line, and I could probably just go just like that, honestly. I guess that's fine. I'll make it a little bit better, I guess. Let's go through here. Maybe connect out through there. Yeah, it's a nice little tunnel. That's actually kind of cool. And then that gives them an alternate little route going. And I need to get some garbage cans. I'll probably do that next, but let's maybe fix this. Let's grab this and maybe push. Oh gosh. Now let's go up. Let's push this up a little bit. Or maybe, yeah, like that. And actually a little skylight would be kind of cool anyway. Let's just make it a little bit more breathable. Yeah, I like that. That's actually really cool. Then a little bit of rain can come through there. That's pretty cool. Let's get some benches. That's probably what I need next for sure. Let's go to Park Extras, get some benches in here. This is quite an aquatic area, so I'm going to get something like 5-high bench. Let's get like, even this just Planet Coaster bench would be pretty cool. You don't want to be sitting on hot metal with your shorts, so let's not get that. Let's get a little bench, maybe right by the tree there. Probably one right there. Now I'm gonna need a staff facility as well. Let's get one next to there, next to there. Maybe a couple along here. I'd like to put one maybe right there. Just kind of scattered. I got a lot there already, so I don't really need to overcrowd that area too much. There should be some benches. Yeah, there's benches along here as well. So I could probably put one or two along here. And obviously garbage is next to all of these benches. I'll put a bench maybe right here, maybe right here. Everywhere I can. Like I said, let me know in the comments. I definitely need a rail there. I can already see some people falling in through there. And this is kind of our main entrance. So let's get something going there. This kind of works out actually. So now let's do that. And now let's get some garbages. Just the regular old Planet Coaster one. So we'll start from the beginning. Work our way this way. Our janitor will highly appreciate the garbages that we're placing everywhere. There's already garbage everywhere. Garbage there. Yeah, this is already looking a lot better. Look, people are already using it. The whole family. Look at the whole family there. Got the kids all spending some time on the bench. I need some more like cool stuff around here. That's gonna be my next task. Let's get another little garbage in there. And kind of just along here. Okay, we got garbages. I need probably some more like facilities. I mean, we're making some pretty good money now, so I'm happy with that. Let's speed this up a little bit. And I need some more facilities. Like, people aren't going to the pool as much as I'd like, so we need like, let's get some pool extras. Let's get some diving boards. Some nice tall ones. Maybe right here seems like a nice spot for that. And then maybe some smaller ones next to it. For the less brave people out there, I'm one of them. I don't want them clashing at all. A couple more diving boards. People need to be able to get into the pool somehow. And we also need something for them to get out. Let's maybe get another little diving board here. And then we could probably get a wave pool, wave machine. Let's get like... Is this the biggest one we can? Biggest one we can get? This probably needs to go on like a flat area is the only problem. So I could probably just get a smaller one. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Let's put one right there. That's a good spot for that. Little wave pool area, and then, ooh, lazy river jet. We need some pool ladders. So let's just get a couple of them here. Let's get one there. Kind of just all over the place. We don't need to make people's lives miserable. Do one there, and then probably one a little bit closer to there as well. Okay, that's probably fine. And now if we can, let's put some benches. Like I feel like you'd want, this is a nice little area for benches. And I like these pink ones actually. Let's twist them a little bit, make them look a little bit more moved around, I'd say. This is a tight area. I'm gonna leave this area open a little bit, but I'd probably put some benches like here. Definitely, let's maybe put like 5 here. I like that for sure. Let's put as many as we can. Maybe 1 or 2 here. Couple there. Yeah, this is looking pretty good. Let's get lots of places for these guys to lay and kind of chill out. A few over here next to the pool. Yeah, I like that. Wait, what the heck? Are these all broken already? Excuse me? Vandalized? Oh, that's a new thing. We need... Oh gosh. Okay, we need... Yeah, security. We need security for our vandalism. Let's get a couple security guards. Maybe 3 of them. What else can we get? Probably another janitor. Oh gosh. Okay. They're breaking things apparently. Mechanic, we have one of those, and I could probably get some park. Oh my gosh, we are getting so much money right now. A Gulpy Rex. Let's get, well, probably one of these for sure. Let's put that right, put her right in there. And then Cosmic Cow, we'll definitely need one of him. Anything else aquatic that we could keep in this area? The shark for sure. Let's definitely get a shark. Keep the mood high. Okay, so that's good. I want maybe a couple more little pool utilities. We could get a couple extras. Blueprints, then anything cool. Oh, I think it did work. It just a little bit weird. Okay, we can get a couple of these. People can float around. Twist them around a little bit. Yeah, I like the way that looks. And there's a couple other little decorations I can get, like towels. There's a little towel rack somewhere. Just gotta find that. Yeah, I can get more colors. This one, this is the one I want. So this I can actually get like here, but then I just have to lower it, I think. Yeah, like that. That's what I want. Nice big one. People should be able to use all that. We are using our water park to max capacity here. I love this. This would be a great spot to have another flume. I might actually remove this stuff. I also like the look of that though. I could probably get something here. So let's maybe, oh gosh. I definitely need more water slides here is the only issue. Let's maybe get rid of this stuff. I could probably put a water slide here. See, now I could probably get a water slide in here and then use this path to maybe go around it. Let's go check out our flumes again. What's the most expensive one we can get? Like, we can almost afford this indoor pool. This one looks absolutely insane. What the heck? How does this thing even work? So it starts way up here, first of all. You have to have like a mountain for it to start on. And then, or just a really big staircase. You start on one of these. Goes around here. This is crazy. It goes up. There's fire at one point. So it looks like some speed ups, or those might be rocks. A little bit of bumps for you. Then it ends there. That's absolutely insane. That's a little bit above my pay grade. Let's maybe go with something a little bit more simple. This one we can get now. This is the one I wanted to check out. So it's kind of like, it's got its own pool, but it's very sci-fi. This is kind of cool, actually. I don't know if I love it. It takes up a lot of space. We'll maybe think about it. Riptide racers, you gotta have a Riptide racers. I actually think they just built one of these in Silverwood, didn't they? Let's check this thing out. You know what? I could probably just put this here and call this our water park. You don't need the water park to be that much bigger. Even though I kind of built a moat around this, I could probably use this area a little bit more. Yeah, let's maybe do that. I'm gonna flatten this area out a little bit more. And I'm just gonna use this space for my Riptide racers. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay, it should be nice and flat. Yeah, that looks good. Let's get our Riptide racers. This thing's so sick. Every park has to have a Riptide racers. Let's put it like right there, maybe. Of course, it has its own path. Another question I have, if you can let me know in the comments, how can you change the color? Can I change this to like, I don't know. There should be a way to change it somehow. Because that's just not going to fly. That's kind of ugly. Let's go with like... I kind of just make it. Oh, I loved it being like that though. That's perfect. So I have to go with that, honestly. Let's take our stamp builder here and let's see if we can just like fix this maybe. I don't know. How does a guy even fix that? What about rounding tool strength? Oh, where has this been my entire life? Oh my gosh. Stop. Honestly, I might just make all of this. I kind of like the idea of... No, I'll do that. Wherever it kind of makes sense. I don't know. And then I'll... I don't know. That's probably fine. There's got to be a way to fix that somehow. Is there like... Yeah, they have this rounding tool. No idea how to use it, but should be fine. Let's stamp in the rest of that and call that good. So we got these little things. Oh, one last spot there. So they ride this thing down? That's the coolest thing I've ever seen. So we got another 3. Some triple trouble here. And then I should be able to open this. This one's really cool, actually. So these you can actually, let's see how much I can charge for these. Bargain, 19 bucks. Perfect. That's going to be a lot of money for us. Some of them do a little bit better than others. 20 bucks, like that's awesome. Got our entrance there. That's perfect. I don't think we opened this, did we? No, we didn't. Didn't even test it. We got to connect a path. Or connect an entrance to the path. It should just be able to enter it through here, right? I don't know if I love this. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. Now, I'm gonna have to figure out a better way. I I kind of had this path going around it, but I might have to get a better system for that. Also, I don't know if I'm in love with that one. I feel like I'd rather have something a little bit cooler. I don't know. Like this one's cool. Or even just like a classic. I mean, the kids are going to come ride these things too. They got to have something to ride. This thing's a little more epic than that one. This thing's pretty sweet. Do we like that? I don't know if we like that. I'm gonna have to adjust my terrain to make it work first of all. Let's open this up a little bit. And then this will have to... Nope. Oh wait. Push that back a little bit. And then we could still keep this actually. Yeah, they can't go this way. They'll have to go around. And it's definitely awkward and it cuts off a big part of this. You know what? I might have to get rid of it. And then stamp this piece back in. Stamp that in. Stamp that in. There's not really a good place to put a flume over here. I don't know. Let's maybe get... This one would allow me to actually just let them go through though. Like this could really go anywhere. I'm gonna actually check out our workshop, see if there's any other cool water slides we could put in. I want some crazy prestige ones. So let's browse. Let's go to flumes, whichever, and then put a rating on there. Let's get the best ones here. So this one has a great rating. I could probably even go by total subscriptions. 50,000. Like these are crazy. We have this one that I just saw. This one's pretty insane. I mean, this would definitely make the most use of our space. Intersecting terrain. I can put it there. Holy, this thing's crazy. So we have our entrance here. I'll figure that out. But this allows people to be able to walk through here. It's a little bit crazy for sure. But I kind of love it. I'm going to roll with it. What the heck? Let's test all of these. Get them ready to go. I think they should be safe. It's not accessible, unfortunately, so we'll have to figure that out. So let's go... let's maybe just flatten this area out. Into here. And then, yeah, we'll just have a little entrance here. I think we'll do. Let's connect a path. I think the entrance all the way up there should be good enough. So I would say that should be fine. Actually, I don't like... Let's maybe do... something like that. We need like a queue line. Let's do this. That's probably fine. We got our entrance. All of this should be ready to go. Oh shoot, we can need filtration to all of these things too. So we will figure that out. So let's open all of these. Yeah, we definitely need some filtration over there. Let's set these to bargain pricing. I don't know how we're able to charge so much for these, but people are definitely riding them still. Bargain pricing, that one should be open. Open for business. I need to get some filtration things fixed over here first. So let's get... I could probably use this area, honestly. So let's go to facilities. Let's get blueprints. Let's do a water pump or two. Let's do a water pump here, and then I could probably get it. Is this all that? Oh my gosh. We have so much we need to filtrate. Let's just get this there. And put it way over to there. So we have this taken care of, and now I just need to get this somehow. Does it have its own thing up here? I don't think it does. But these things have such a huge line. We definitely need to get that figured out as soon as we can. This is getting quite dirty. So we'll need another one. Let's get another water pump maybe. Let's just get a few of these. So we need power to there. Yeah, can I just put this like there? I don't know. Anywhere I can. Let's connect that. Okay, that's good. And now this one needs power or water or filtration as well. So let's take a look at these pumps. Are they fully used? I think they might be. I could probably get another filter to these main pools. Like, I think I could take care of both of these. Where'd be a good spot for that though? I could probably even just get it like, there's not a great spot for it. So let's maybe just get one like tucked in back here. So that gets filtration for that, and then we'll need some more filtration. For this pool, let's get... Oh, did I not shoot? Okay, I think I might have messed that up. I pressed back a couple times. So I might just need to do this. Yeah, then that takes care of that. Everything is blue, so that's great. I don't know what the heck is going on with this. Oh, just like... Oh, I gotta filter that? I'm not filtering that, are you kidding me? That's a waste of time. So this should be getting a little bit cleaner now. Looking a lot better, I like this. This is definitely a great start. I think, for the most part, my... This is crazy, there's so many people here. I have 2,200 guests. I'm definitely making a lot of money. Let's pay off loans, first of all. Pay off loans, so there's only 74,000, so let's pay that off. So that is all paid off, which is great. So we're not collecting any more debt. We should be making lots of money now. I need staff buildings, probably. Okay, our water park is somewhat done. I think I could probably do a little bit more with it, but I would like to get a food court kind of going here. Where, it's a good question. I could probably put it like, honestly, this is kind of I could probably put something over here. Like, this is a lot of decoration. It's definitely cool. But I gotta kind of fill in this a little bit more. I don't know. I could probably put a little food court maybe tucked over here. That's a good idea. I actually like that. So let's get a path going here. Let's continue our little cobblestone blue path. This one I'm gonna go out to where we're gonna be doing most of our water, or not water park, the rest of the park here. So let's just kind of continue this on. A nice big path. And then maybe get it going that way. And then here I would like to get a little place for people to eat. Get some snacks, stuff like that. So let's create a nice big area for this. And then kind of have it taper out a little bit. And then get going back to our path here. Well, it's a little bit off. I guess we'll just have to fix that. Let's go with our editing tool all the way to here. And it kind of just move it a little bit. Kind of fixes it. This we'll have to do something with. I could probably do this and then move it back that way. Okay, that's perfect. We have a little food court area. I'd like to fill this in with a nice backdrop of trees. But yeah, it's definitely a good start. Let's get some facilities here. We also need a staff building. We have lots of staff. And probably, yeah, we need a staff building for sure. So let's get one of those first. Oh shoot. Looks like these are down. Which one of these are down? Actually, let's see our heat maps. Mechanical conditions. So I might just need more power over here. Maybe that's all it needs. Let's get another distributor. Let's just put one right there and then we can connect it back to there. That should give us enough power. Okay, perfect. We are back in business. This should be open. No assigned staff, so let's get a couple of staff members here. Maybe a vendor there. You can go work. Yep, she's going to work there. Let's get another one. So let's... Yeah, this is definitely nice. I think a staff building back here would probably be our best bet. And then I could fill this in with some more trees. Let's get a staff building first of all. Staff facilities, staff buildings. So here we could probably just get a large staff facility building. Like I want to put this probably just like a nice looking building just kind of tucked in over here maybe. Just by the tree there. I think that'd be pretty good. And then I'll probably need a path, won't I? So let's get a little path here. Let's draw this in, line builder. Let's set this to 4. Actually, no, this will be a staff path. So I'll probably get this going. Maybe just like right off of here. Connect to there. I think that should be pretty good. And then this, let's make sure that's open. So power use 15, staff or occupancy 0 out of 16. I don't know if we have 16 workers, but honestly, I could probably even get another one in here. Let's get another staff facility building, probably just like a medium-sized one. Or maybe even kind of off of here, maybe. I don't mind that. Yeah, that's fine. That should be plenty of kind of staffing area for them. And then let's fill this in with some trees, just so it's kind of hidden away. I mean, they're beautiful buildings, but if we can kind of hide a little bit, that'd probably be best. And I don't really care that they can see all... Well, this is kind of hidden away. Actually, this I might just bring in our mountain in a little bit more. Just so that's kind of hidden away. Maybe just create a little hill there. Yeah, no, they can't really see that. So when they come in, they're driving, they just see the beautiful little dolphins there, and they can't really see much else. I can maybe build this up a tiny bit higher. There, I like that. That's nice and natural. You don't want anything unnatural. So now they can't see that. That's perfect. We need some... Oh gosh, we need some water. I guess it uses too much? Maybe? I might need another one over here, actually. How's this doing? I'm actually going to get another pump. Let's get facilities. Let's get another water pump. Just put it right to there. And I'm going to get a new filter. If I can, it would be nice to put it just right next to that, maybe. There we go. Check mark. That's what we're looking for. Yeah, I'd like to make this a little bit better if I could, but you know, we got some sweet water slides. I could probably put one here-ish. Maybe let's do that. We got a bunch of trees here. I could probably just connect this to here. So let's maybe see. Let's check out our flumes here. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. But the other thing is people need to be able to walk over here. I might do another ride like this actually. So it's not actually connected to the pool because this is just all pool area. We have a couple water slides over here. This is actually so cool. It goes through here and it's enclosed, so it doesn't really matter how far that tree grows into it. This is my favorite one. It goes up, down, this way. That's really cool. Yeah, I'm gonna get another one kind of like this, Riptide Racers. What could we do? This is pretty much the same thing. Octo Racers. Let's check out what this looks like. Oh, that's kind of cool. It's kind of its own thing, which is I'll probably have to put an entrance and exit to it. But that's pretty cool for sure. I like that. If I'm gonna put that somewhere, I don't think I have enough room over here. This one's nice and skinny, so this could go here-ish. This thing's absolutely crazy. Trials of the Wicker Man. Who made this? Like, are you kidding me? That's insane. I'm gonna have to get this over here. I'm gonna get a path. Maybe just coming through here. This is kind of in a weird spot. I'm gonna put this a little bit closer to here, maybe. I think it's maybe connected to that one too, but I want to get a path through here. This one could just be like a 6 and maybe even a little bit. Well, 6 is probably fine. Let's get a path kind of going through here, and I'm gonna have to delete a bunch of stuff, but Trials of the Wicker Man, where do we want this? So flumes, I have to get this thing. $84,000, we definitely have the money. Like, this needs to just go like its own thing, like it's in the background. That is so cool. It's just gonna go back here, I think. Yeah, I like that. And then we'll have to lower this a little bit. How does that look? Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Look at this thing. Who made this? This is insane. So this kind of completes our water park. Like, we have this road and it'll connect to here. Actually, you know what? I'm going to get rid of this road. I have a lot of stuff to delete here. I'm actually going to use this road. Trials of the Wicker Man. Just like that. That's so cool. So it's got its like own path. As soon as you enter this, you know you're going to the Trials of the Wicker Man. I love it. Let's delete a couple of things here. Then we can kind of fill it in a little bit. I want to put like rocks along this. I feel like that would be pretty cool. So let's do maybe some large rocks, put it on size small, align to surface. And if I can get some rocks through here, that would be lovely. I'm gonna bring our intensity up a little bit, see if we can get some rocks in here. I want this to look just like menacing as soon as you walk up here. Just a couple of trees here and there. A couple of tall ones, nice big one, I like that. That's super cool. So when you walk through here, it's like, oh, these big rocks. And I gotta hide this thing a little bit too. Let's maybe move this a little bit closer. I don't think I can get that. I can maybe tuck it in here. Yeah, I'll just roll with that maybe. Actually, no, that's a terrible spot for that. Let's just go like... Can I put it like... Is that awkward? Yes, that's very awkward. Oh gosh, I'm just gonna maybe put it like attached to there. I like that, that's fine. We'll need a forklift to service it, but you know what? Looks cool. Now we need... I might have messed with this. Oh shoot, these things. I might need another one. Let's get another one. New filter. And I'm just gonna connect this up here. I actually like that you can just attach it to there. Okay, now we got water filtration there. Okay, that's good. This should have something, so let's actually get some tests going here. And I want to actually ride some of these. These are so cool. And then this one, I think it's 4. There's only 4. 1, 2, 3. There's definitely a lot. Oh, this is kind of a smaller one, maybe. Yeah, this one. There's 5 in total. That's crazy. I don't even understand how this thing works. So the lineup is in here. The belly of the beast. So it starts here. So you got 3 rides, 4 rides right off of here. And then... Is there a 5th one? And then this one starts just right here. I love that. That's actually so cool. Okay, so I should be able to open all this. Let's open all these, set our prices to bargain. $58. And this thing pays for itself. That's crazy. Yeah, let's open this. This will get even more people coming. I love it. Okay, bargain pricing. That one doesn't pay as much, but it's definitely cool. Even got the music, like that thing crazy. I'm definitely going to be doing a walk up to this thing. Holy, this thing's crazy. Okay, sweet. I got a nice little path going to here, and this is basically just completes the park. Everything should work out. Hopefully people go over to that ride. Yeah, it looks like they already are. Man, that's insane. I really need a food court. Okay, so let's focus on that. So we need... so burgers, let's focus on that. We could do some food trucks, but I like to kind of get more big buildings. Like this would be pretty ideal, and it's right next to our... This actually wouldn't be a bad idea to have. This could maybe go like over here. Is that nice? The only thing I hate is it always changes the flooring. You know what? That's fine. I don't mind that. Actually, I could just delete it. That's what I'll do. Actually, no, I could just do this, actually. There we go. Fixed. And get flooring in there. So I think there might even be bathrooms in here. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, so we need to get that open ASAP. I don't know if I love these where they are. I kind of just want this to be its own thing. Maybe. Get rid of these garbage cans. Oh, that got rid of everything. These lampposts I can move. I'm gonna have to edit this. That is like right in the way. Okay, there we go. Got some trees. Actually, I don't love these trees. This is more of a temperate kind of tropical. I don't want to get rid of all that. Edit building. Let's get rid of these trees. Okay, there we go. Now we should be in business. I'm gonna get some power over here, so I could probably get a generator right behind here, and I don't think it would look too bad. I might have to flatten this a little bit because this doesn't really make sense that they build it into the side of here. So let's take our flattening tool and kind of just fix that a little bit there. I still want it to be tight there, so that's perfect. Okay, so we need some power over here. Let's get Phil's facilities. Sometimes you just can't talk, you know? Let's get a generator. We actually have a decent amount of money. Would now be a good time to get a solar panel? I could power a lot of stuff. Or I could get a small one. I could probably get a small solar panel for all this stuff. I might do that. Let's get one of those right there. And then let's get a path. Actually, maybe just a staff path going over there. Just set to 4 maybe. Just kind of like that. And then, yeah, I need some distributors. Oh, 80? Wait a second. I don't think it needs to be maintenance, but oh, hang on. This thing has 120. No, I don't want this. Get out of here. That's not even better. Actually, what are the benefits? There's got to be benefits of it. Like this thing, if you get this, 300. Actually, I'm going to have a lot of shops. This is probably my best bet. Let's just get that. Let's do that. And then we'll need a distributor. I'll probably just put it one right there is probably fine. That takes care of all of these shops. See, we still have... I barely use anything, so that thing should power basically our whole everything. So let's open these shops. Actually, no, not quite yet. I am going to close them. We need to get the rest of our food court kind of set up here. Or actually, we could probably finish building all the buildings. But let's get our picnic benches and all that stuff set up. So we'll want probably just the regular old. We could probably do something else kind of cool. We got to keep in mind a lot of people are going to be in their bathing suits. No hot metal. Let's just do this. That should be fine. I could probably put a lot of seating in the middle here. I'm just going to go crazy with all the seating. Maybe I'll put umbrellas in these ones, then I can just copy and paste everything. So let's get probably just something simple. It doesn't have to be crazy. I'd like to have umbrellas for sure, though. It's raining right now, actually. Let's just do like this one. Is that weird? That hardly does anything. Let's get like actual umbrellas. And then we can change the color of all these. And having blue ones kind of fits our aquatic theme. So now I'm just going to copy and paste all of these. Copy and paste. And now I can just move them all this way. Nice, easy way of getting picnic benches. And I'll probably even do one going this way. And then if I get some garbages, yeah, that should be good for seating. This is definitely a big food court. Let's get some garbages. I'll probably just put them like maybe one in the middle there, and then one over here. And then maybe a couple over here. That should be quite a few garbages, and then we'll have kind of a few around the edges. We definitely need one over here. And there's one there. Let's get another one here. Now I think we can open this. Let's open these bad boys. Now we should have people coming over here. They've probably been starving. So what do we have here? We got pretty much everything. Soda stuff and food stuff over here. So we even have vegan stuff, which is great. And then we also have... I feel like we need like a Subway or a Starbucks or something. What do we have? We got Dunkin' Donuts, Subway. We definitely need a Starbucks. That's like a must. We definitely need a Starbs. probably face it like this. Let's maybe build it like into, or somewhere flat maybe. Or actually over here wouldn't be a bad idea. Yeah, just like that. And then I can customize this. Let's maybe move this way a little bit. There we go. Merge there. I think I'm getting the hang of this system here. A little bit. Okay, now we're merged there. That's perfect. Okay, Starbucks. Let's open this up. Starbucks is open. Bathrooms, those should be good to go. Okay, we have a Starbucks. That is lovely. Now, we probably need a couple other things. I could get something like in between the trees here. That'd be kind of cool. I love having this pizza pen. Let's definitely get this. Let's get that like right there. I love this brush tool. So cool. Okay, let's open this. That's ready to go. People are finally coming over here. Yeah, we got 3,200 people in our park. That might be a record. I don't know if I've ever had that much. So let's get a couple more facilities here. So mythology shops, we don't really want that. Tropical resort bar. That's kind of, ooh, that's cool. This we could almost put like in the middle. I'm putting this like, that's probably the back of it, maybe. That's so cool. The stairs. That's so cool. I love that. I don't know how they actually get their drinks. This might just be aesthetics, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, it definitely is. Shoot. Let's get Dunkin' Donuts. Subway isn't really, it's not really a park. I don't know, it's a park food. It's an everything food. Let's go with like a McDonald's. That's a lot to have in a theme park. Tropical Snack Plaza. This is what we want. What does this thing look like? Yeah, that's what we want. Let's get that. Let's maybe go like right there. How does that look? Looks pretty good. I think this tree is pretty much in the wrong spot. There we go. Yeah, I like that. That's really cool. And then I can put some rocks around here. Let's open this up. Open that. Open this. Oh, no power. Shoot. Okay, we're gonna need some more power over here. Let's get another distributor. Probably just like tucked back here or even behind here would be good. There we go. Now we got power. Boom. Open that up. I don't mind this. This is probably fine. People are loving Starbucks. Yeah, this is really good. So now they're gonna sit in all these benches. We need another big building in here. So let's get like a lemonade stand. Oh, that's cool. This could go maybe right next to here. I love that. You know, just because it's a tropical climate doesn't mean we have to get all tropical things. Love that. Okay, let's get this going. Actually, I might have to fix that. Shoot. Let's go lemonade stand. Probably put it like in here. Let's get that like right there. I think people should be able to Get in here. Oh, this is like just a stand. Oh my gosh, profit today $292,000. That's pretty good. Like we're having to pay for a lot of stuff. So now that I understand this, I am gonna put it back a tiny bit. I would like to have it like right next to there though. Like that's a good spot. See, now I can put a lemonade stand. Let's get our facilities, go to custom, go to drinks. Now we need like a lemonade stand maybe. Soda, slush hour, pip shot juice. There we go. No, I think this needs to be yeah, pip shot juice. I changed my mind. I'm gonna go with go back to blueprints. I'm gonna have to get something else. That one's just not really working. Let's get like a pip shot van. That'd be kind of cool. We could have like some van stuff over here. I like that. And then we'll have to lower it. Let's get him on the ground. Just enough to get our tires on the ground. There we go. Let's open this thing up. Probably has its own power anyway. And then I probably want, yeah, I want mythology shop. I also want some, what do you call it? Gift shops. Let's maybe get something. Beach bar. This I'm gonna put over here actually. Where's the majority of the people? Probably over here. So let's get a little beach bar over here. And then we can open that up. That should sell. Should sell some good stuff. So it is raining and people are still out here. I guess if they're already soaking wet, it doesn't really matter. Let's finish off our food court here. I want something big over here. Not quite that big. I want like shops, maybe like a burger place. Modern food court? That's exactly what I'm looking for. That's literally perfect. Okay, so let's put this. I want to put it over there. Yeah, I'd probably be best to go like over here-ish. I'm gonna have to clear a couple of trees. Like this one is probably in the way. That one is in the way. No, I love it. It's definitely a nice one, but I think it might just be in the way a little bit. Yeah, let's get this thing. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. So we got our food court here. We got so many stuff in here. I think we have... Yeah, we got a gulpy. Let's open this up. And I love how it's suspended. This is so cool. The stuff you guys come up with is just insane. Okay, that's open. I think everything should be open. Let's see. And there's a couple down here as well. I think, oh yeah, holy, there's crazy amounts of stuff over here. And there's lots of seating in here, which is nice. Let's make sure these bathrooms are open. Yeah, it looks like it. And nothing else, I don't think. Nope, all looks good. Open for business. This is so cool. Okay, this needs to be nice. I need some tropical trees over here. And maybe like a nice pond. But really shallow. Like I don't want it, I want it to look really good. Just like a nice little pond area in here. Put some sand in here. Make it nice and tropically looking. Okay. Yeah, let's get some water in here. I could probably even go a little bit higher. Could I? I might have to move. Oh gosh. I'm gonna have to move this, I think. Or actually, let's build this up a tiny bit more. So let's decrease our size. And then I can maybe put a little bit more water in. There we go. That looks a lot better. Got some nice water in here, and now I can put some trees. And kind of just wrap this around, kind of just ending this side of the park. Get some nice big trees in here. I kind of pictured like big trees, just like, not quite that big, but kind of like that. Yeah, that looks, I kind of just wanted it to look a little bit private in here. With some water over there, maybe some rocks over here. Let's get some large ones. I'm just gonna do this from the perspective of everybody else. And then maybe some smaller ones over here. Just kind of fill in this area. Okay, this is looking a little bit better. Let's maybe get a nice big one over here. Okay, I like that. It's kind of its own little private little beach pond area. Looks cool. Okay, we got our food cart open there. This is looking a lot better. I need to fill this area with some more food trucks though. Definitely need some more food trucks. Let's get a hot dog stand here. Get one of those, and let's get a vegan truck. One of these. And then I also want, I really want somebody to be like carrying balloons or something, just memento. That's what we want. That, let's put that like on the corner over here maybe. Do we have room here? Or we could put it over here maybe. So we can connect our power from here to here. And then we should have lots of power left over here. We got 187. So this thing is ready to go. So let's open this up. And then there might even be one over here. Yeah, those are open. Hot dog squad. Oh my gosh, hot dog squad vending machine? That doesn't sound healthy. I'm gonna expand this just a little bit. Actually, I don't mind that. Let's put a couple trees. Let's kind of decorate this if we can. I'm just gonna fill in this area with some trees. A couple more trees over here. That's looking a lot better. Kind of just fill all this in, and then here I could probably put a couple more as well, just to really secure this as the end of the food court, kinda. Where the heck is my tropical plants? Get a couple more big trees in here. Yeah, I like that. I want them to like overhang our little shops there. Okay, that's our food court done pretty much. I don't really know if we need to do anything else. We got lots of food. That should keep them nice and happy. I think, let's check our heat maps for if people are happy. I think for the most part they should be. Unhappiness over here. I don't know why. Is it because it's so crowded maybe? This might be really crowded. Oh, there's a bunch of garbage. Oh my gosh. Okay, we need to hire a couple more staff members. It is very dirty over here. And then a couple staff members over here. And then how is our actual staff doing? So go to staff. They're all moderately happy. I could probably get a couple more workers just to hurry people up. A couple more mechanics. We definitely have the money, so we can get some more vendors. We have a ton of vendors, so let's get a bunch of those. Ride attendants. Don't want to go too crazy, and a couple lifeguards too. And maybe a couple of food guys. You guys looks like a pickle. King Coaster, let's put you over there. Okay, that should be a little bit better. Now I probably want another staff building then. Let's go to blueprints, go to staff. And let's get another large. Shoot, I need power over here. I could probably power that with this guy. Yeah, that should keep them nice and happy. Okay, water park done, I would say. Food court done. I could probably get a couple of rides over here. But I'm kind of just loving the way this is looking. I could probably just keep it all water park. I don't know. No, I'll make a couple of rides. We have so much money and definitely a lot of rides at our disposal. So let's go to 12 here. Now I gotta decide kind of what I want to do here. So I could probably just like do a loop. Maybe. Maybe something like that, kind of just go that way. I want to keep it nice and wide just so I can make sure I get lots of rides throughout here. So let's see what we have for some coasters. Barnstormer. Oh my gosh. That's pretty cool. So we have that. It's actually really cool. Let's move hit. So I just gotta show me, hide me. Okay, so I think I just need to get rid of that. So this I could probably edit, and let's see if this works. Oh gosh, is that gonna merge? Too steep. Oh, that's sloppy. I might have to just get like a single entrance for that. Let's just get this like a size 12 and just like go straight up there. And I can delete these. That's probably fine. It can be floating. That's fine. Let's get some more power over here. So I might get another. Would it be crazy to get another solar panel? Would that be crazy? This one I could probably put like even next to that one, but maybe right there, and then we'll get maybe another staff path. We could run it through here. That should work. Let's get a distributor. Yeah, we just need. I'm probably going to be building the majority of my things this way, so I'm going to get this. I mean, that wouldn't be a terrible spot for it, but probably just get it right there maybe, and I could hide it a little bit. Okay, now we got power to there. Let's open this bad boy up. Let's test it. This one should do well, I'm assuming. Bargain. Oh gosh, 0? I guess it needs to pass the test first, maybe. Okay, now we can open it. Let's see. Bargain $11. That's cheap, man. Water parks are so profitable. I can chart, like, look how many people are in the lineups here. Oh my gosh. This lineup is insane. That's crazy. Oh shoot, I need filtration over here. Honestly, I might get just like a... Where are we here? Let's get this new filter and get it over here someplace. Okay, now I have filtration there. Should be ready to go. This is so crazy. It's like a big bowl and then it flushes you down. Wait, where's... Oh, you flush into this? Oh, that is so cool, dude. I would ride this every day of the week. In fact, I'm gonna save it. Let's ride this thing. I want to do this one. Let's see here. Can we... Camera. Here we go. Oh gosh. Hope you guys aren't nauseous. Okay, now we are going around. We're going around. Oh my gosh. This is so cool. I can't believe people would build this stuff. I think we go around maybe twice. Oh, here comes another group. Oh, you don't crash into each other? That'd be so cool. Okay, we're getting flush. Here we go. And then you see the Wicker Man there again. Oh man. What a ride. What a ride. And then these are kind of just like swirly ones. Very cool. I love this thing. I love this thing. That's all you need to know. Okay. That's ready to go. I think everything else is good. Let's get a couple more sweet rides here. Let's go with like Titan's Wrath. Oh my gosh. There's no decorations on it? What about like... This is my favorite one, Temple Dash. This is the guy that I talked to. So this I could get going maybe right here. Never mind. I'm gonna need to get that a little bit lower, I'd say. Actually, this one I want to get like here. If I can. Yeah, the food court's there. Let's get this like as tight to there as I can. And then I can lower this bad boy. And I might have to move it back a little bit. How does that look? I think that looks decent. Not incredible, but let's get a path going here. A nice big one. And maybe I could get a few of these. Another entrance there. And then one in the middle. And then I could probably put some trees in here maybe. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna get a couple of trees. And then I'm just gonna move them. There we go. That's a little bit better. Actually, I might switch these. Because I want people to see the Temple Dash thing here. Actually, this is just the worst tree possible for that. Let's get another one. Maybe this one. Just some nice big palm trees. And then I'll delete the rest. It's something. And then, yeah, this thing is easily my favorite one. So I'm gonna need a ton of power. Oh my gosh, and lots of filtration. Okay, it just got fixed actually. So that should be fine. It didn't. I might have to get another one. I need another pump over here. This isn't pretty. Nobody's supposed to see this. Except for you guys and me, I guess. But no, it's definitely not for public eyes. So let's get that, and then we can get this, and then hopefully we can supply this a little bit better. There we go. And now we need some power over here. I think we have our solar panel. There's a few things we need to power over here, but I think we should be all right to just use this and get a distributor, probably just like wherever the heck we can. Let's honestly just like put it up here maybe. Stick to surface on. Just like right there. I don't know. How's that? Gives us power. Nobody can really see it. They're gonna be going so fast over here, they're not gonna see that thing. Ain't no way. So let's go into our food court. We get a couple things to open. If you guys haven't seen this, like, first of all, look at the outside of this thing. It's literally a temple. Crazy roller coaster going through here. We got a food court. You walk in through here, up the little ramp here, and then there's a food court in here. You walk in here. Oh, it's absolutely incredible. You've probably seen it in my videos. It's my favorite building ever. Let's open that. And then that's already open. Got a little bathroom there. It should be another building. Yeah. This we could open. And the actual roller coaster itself we'll have to open. I think there was only 3 things we needed to do. Yeah, those are open. And then I think that should be it. So let's exit this thing as best we can. Now, let's test this. And then we can get it open. People are gonna love this thing. Okay, now that it's done testing, let's open it up and do our bargain pricing. $25, that's pretty good. I definitely like that. This park is looking sweet. Got the Wicker Man, this thing. Oh my gosh. Honestly, I might just kind of end it around here. Kind of general area. We need to get a couple more roller coasters in here. So let's get, or maybe a couple flat rides would be cool. Like this one's kind of cool. Whoa, this is sweet. Let's go. Let's kind of aim it this way. And I'm going to try and connect it here as best we can. Connect it like right there, maybe. What the heck? I guess it should be a little higher up. Let's go flat rides. Let's get this again. I didn't realize that we're like, okay, put it right there. That's the entrance. We need to go higher up. Oh gosh. There, that's ground level right there. How does that look? There, that looks better. And then it goes through there, super cool. Okay, this is perfect. This is actually gonna be so cool. I think it like stands up. Okay, let's get this and get it. Oh gosh, what size is this? Not 8, 6. Not 6. 5? I don't mind it opening up like that anyway. This one, let's just kind of connect it back there. Okay, we got our entrance, got our exit. Let's just open this, I think. Bargain. Let's set this to full load. Same with these, I gotta set to full load. So they don't actually go until they get full load. And let's get that to full load. Hopefully people come over here. The majority of them are over here. Oh, we should actually do some advertisement. Let's do that. So let's go park rating. So wow, we have good, pretty much everything. Reputation is a little bit low. Guest experience. Yeah, there needs to be more gifts, like souvenirs. Advertising, there we go. So let's do coaster lovers. Let's do a little campaign here. Let's put quite a bit of money into it. Coaster lovers, and then there's already 100% awareness. We don't really need to get any more guests, but this will definitely help out with our coaster lovers. Okay, I like this. Nice little entrance, nice little food court. Let's continue on with our placing of the rides here. So we got a couple more cool ones. Titan's Wrath. See, this one for some reason doesn't have anything. What's this? Ooh. This one's kind of cool. Where's the entrance? Right there? This one I'll put over here. This is kind of... These are all Viking themed. But I don't mind it at all. I think that's where the entrance starts. Put it right there, and let's see if we can lower this to the ground. Okay, right there. I think that should be pretty good. How does that look? Not horrible, so I'm just gonna need to connect this a little bit. See if we can fix this a little bit. Let's just connect like that part. Too steep. Okay, might have to just go like this. Just get a regular old line going up there. Okay, that should be fine. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. I love that. Okay, we need some power over here. Nice little roller coaster. So we should get a distributor. Let's get one of those and let's set it maybe somewhere where they can't really see. Like up there, maybe. That should be fine. And then let's connect our power. We now have power. Lovely. Let's test this bad boy out. What the heck is their actual roller coaster? So it's not the biggest roller coaster in the world, but it just got some cool little design. I think it'll have good prestige. Is that ready to go? Okay, let's start that up. Put a bargain pricing 26. That should be more than enough. I want to see this thing go. Nobody's paying to come to these? I think they should be. Let's check this thing out. So they all board like this. And full load might be a little bit... Oh no, they're going. Oh my gosh, let's see. And it like lifts up. That's crazy. Holy. Okay. I see you, wagon wheel of death. Okay, let's get a couple more rides here. I could probably get a nice big one would be cool. Like, what's the most expensive one? Is this it? Rampant. I've had that one before. We get a couple other ones to choose from here. So this one's 95,000. I think we just barely have enough money to get it. Oh my gosh. What? I have to get this. Where do I put it? Let's put it like here. This thing's crazy. This is just like the end of the line. Oh my gosh, this is insane. Okay, I'm gonna put this here, and this is literally gonna be the end of my park. Let's go like right there. Put down to ground level. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna have to demolish a couple of paths here. Make this all smooth. Let's connect to there. That's what I'm talking about. Look at this thing. It's literally a... Oh gosh. It's a temple. We got stuck for a second. Let's get that tested. Oh, we need power. Okay. I'll probably even get its own... We got 21,000 already. So let's get its own... Honestly, that'll probably take a lot of power to power this thing. Actually, how much do we have left in this? 204. Oh, we still have lots. I think I'm probably good. Let's just get one of these. solar panel, and then I'm just gonna put this right on top as if it's like a rooftop thing. And then I'll need to connect that back to our solar panel. Where the heck is that? Let's go back to here. Hopefully that is enough power. Oh gosh, no. Did that take all of the power? It didn't. I just don't think it's close enough, maybe. Let's see if we can just lower it. Okay, well, I can see everything now. That's so cool. What the heck is this ride? I need to ride this thing. This is so cool. So I'm gonna take that back. Let's demolish. Well, it's connected to the roof now. I'm just gonna get another one then. Dragon hunters. Oh, there's like shops down here. Oh, it's just like Disneyland or like whatever. You finish the ride and you get off and you can go buy merchandise from that place. This is so cool. Like, come on. This is legit. Okay, let's back out of here if we can. We need to get this in here somehow. Maybe. There we go. Now we have power. Yeah, I should be able to turn this puppy on now. It's been tested. You can charge $10. I'm going to ride this thing. First, I'm going to save, because it usually boots me out or it crashes or something. Let's ride this thing. Oh my gosh. How do people make this? Are you kidding me? Okay, we're going backwards. We are going backwards. We're spinning. Okay. Wow. This is crazy. This is crazy. I'm just so impressed. I'm kind of speechless a little bit. That's all I'm really thinking about. Getting a little nauseous. Hope you guys aren't. Oh, and now we're going back? No way. And we're dropping. Stop. Okay, here we go. We're doing like a little bit of a... I don't even know where we are. We're going up and then backwards. Look at a bunch of stuff to take care of over there. Holy... It's so cool. Did this guy design like Universal Studios roller coasters or what? This is absolutely crazy. Oh shoot, I didn't think that would end it. Okay, well here we are. We're finishing off. Holy. That is crazy. So hopefully people come and ride that. And then we just need some decoration over here. That pretty much ends our park. Let's just put like some cool decoration. Like probably just a nice pool in here. You can never go wrong with water, am I right? I'm gonna get some water over here. And then I'm gonna get a nice big boat right in the middle there. Let's go to scenery. Let's get our boat. Go to blueprints first of all. Let's see if we have a boat. Let's see if we can find a ship. Static scenes. That's probably what we want. Yeah, here's a Viking. Let's probably put this like, honestly, yeah, like right there. Actually, you know what? I might actually get rid of this. And then I can kind of just put the boat in the water. And then I'll have to raise or lower it. So let's see that. What does that look like? Let's put our water in. That's too high. Let's put it right there. Now we're gonna have to raise this up a little bit. Let's raise it to just where we probably start floating. That's probably good. Got our paddles in the water. How does this side look? Yeah, that's actually perfect. I think that's where that would probably float. We got our boat in there. Let's finish it off with some trees over here. Just to kind of pull the park together. A little bit of jungle in there. Get some trees in here. I want them to think they're entering their demise going into here. That's so cool. What a sweet ride. Okay, I'm loving this. We need to take care of this stuff real quick. So let's, oh gosh, all these are closed. So this is off. Let's turn that back on. Oh, this thing needs power. Oh, you gotta power these? Okay, I'm just gonna get a, I'm gonna power all of these with a, what do you call it? Solar panel. And I'm just gonna put it like somewhere around here. Probably like right in there. Should be fine. Then we'll just attach one of those. And then we'll get some power over there. That should take care of all that, and that should take care of all the pump stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, nope, not done yet. What the heck is going on with this? So that's off? Huh. That's on, that's on. Condition penalty. Oh, we need to fix these. Emergency call for all of these. Mechanic requested. So, condition penalty. Okay, hopefully they can fix that. While the mechanic's walking over, ladies and gentlemen, we are done our park. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys want another video like this, definitely smash the like button. Let's get it to 800 likes to lock that one. And I have had a blast with this park. I think this is probably one of my top 3 parks for sure. Minus the water missing there, but the octopus thing, the Wicker Man, whatever the heck that means. Like, this is insane. This is easily the craziest park I've ever built. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.